Governors' meetings march on in the NFL. We're going to focus our attention to Seattle. The Seahawks moved on from Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner, clearly in a period of transition, so you got to wonder about the future of DK Metcalf. Metcalf has said he wants to remain in Seattle. He's spoken recently about taking on a leadership role for the team. And over the past 2 weeks, though, there have been 2 blockbuster trades involving elite wide receivers, so you got to wonder if the former second-round pick in Metcalf is next. At the Breakers, we are now joined by Canfora and Josina Anderson. Guys, you look beautiful out there. We got so many questions, though, surrounding the future of DK Metcalf in Seattle. Josina, you were just on the press conference with Pete Carroll. Any Metcalf talk there?
Yeah, so Pete Carroll was talking about a number of things, including their wide receiver, JLC, and DK Metcalf. And he basically said that he can't imagine any scenario where he doesn't have DK Metcalf, how instrumental he is to the, obviously, to the offense. This is a guy who's a second-round pick in 2019, entering his 4th season, slated to make $3.9 million in base salary this year. But obviously, someone who they need to really tick off that offense when they're really still trying to figure out the quarterback position.
Yeah, I mean, look, the last time we heard from Pete Carroll, I think, was at the Combine, and he said they had no intentions to trade Russell Wilson. The Russell Wilson trade, little did we know, was already cooking behind the scenes. Yeah. So I think, look, we know that John Schneider's a wheeler dealer, so they're always listening to anything. But whoever that quarterback is not going to be Russ. You're going to want to have a couple of targets for him, and Lockett, the downfield guy, and DK Metcalf, who could beat you in a lot of different ways. I'm not sure he gets paid there long term. There's the franchise tag the year after as well, though. So people are saying, well, they got to do something now. They don't have to. It'll be interesting. Wide receivers are being traded now in a way we hadn't seen before. And if you don't want to pay them, you know, what do you get for them? I would say this is something we'll hear a lot about around the draft. If you made me guess, I think he's probably back there because I'm not sure that the haul for him is going to be like what we've seen for Tyreek Hill, like we saw for Devontae Adams.
And I think also it's about keeping Seattle attractive, you know, for passers to want to come there with the offensive weapons to throw to. And DK is still finding himself in terms of, you know, just evolving in offense maturity. Obviously, his numbers dipped down from 1,300 to 967 last year. Part of that is Russell Wilson getting hurt. You know, part of that, too, is just figuring himself out, you know, right? But I think Pete Carroll and some of the veterans even on that team have said they're not in a rebuilding phase. And to keep selling that, you want to keep, you know, DK on there. But I do agree with you that he is not necessarily going to be commanding what you're seeing out there with the Tyreek Hills and the Devontae Adams, for sure.
Yeah. Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.